Hi guys, so I was asked to demonstrate step by step how to prep a pastry bag, how to fill it, and how to use these things that are called couplers, okay? So there are two kinds. This is the simple one, just two pieces, and I will show you how it works. And then there is this kind, which is four pieces, and it's great for a lot of different reasons, and I'll explain to you why, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get your pastry bag. I have a 12 inches. Usually I will use a 12-inch. If I'm making a big cake and is a lot of borders or a lot of flowers, I might use a bigger one. So you're going to take the two-piece coupler, okay? You're going to unscrew the two parts and you're going to drop this in and push it down, and you're going to get to that point and you're going to cut the plastic like so. And now I'm just going to get a random tip. And there are two kinds of tips, two sizes, the regular and the big one. We're going to use the regular size because for the big ones, you don't need the coupler. So you have the bigger part inside. You're going to insert your coupler over it. Now, one thing is you got to make sure that you don't cut too much of the plastic. The plastic has to go in, and then you're going to take the ring part of the coupler and you're going to screw it back on. Okay, so this is number one. The other coupler, this one, which I love this one as well. This, if I'm making, you know, a few cupcakes and I'm only going to use the icing for today, I'll use this one. If I'm making a cake and all the decorating will happen today, I'll use this one. If I'm working on something a little bit more detailed, or I don't have a lot of time, but I want to work on it a little bit at a time, I will use this one, because in between me working, I can take the tip off. So we're going to take part one and we're going to put it inside just like the other one. You're going to squeeze it down a little bit and you're going to cut the plastic, and we are going to take the second part and put it in, okay? Twist it until it goes no more. So you have the two pieces, one inside the bag, one on the outside of the bag. And you grab another tip. Okay, so now we are going to put our tip on, and you are going to use this piece that is open, not this piece that is closed. And you're going to twist it on, and your bag is ready. Okay, now let's say I'm working on royal icing, okay, and I need to run out for like an hour. Royal icing will dry quick. So you take this off and you cover your icing, and this can stay in the fridge. Usually I put it in a Ziploc bag and it can stay in the fridge until I'm ready the next day, when I will take the cover off and twist my tip back on. If you leave icing in the tip, it will harden and it won't work, okay? Now, how to fill a bag. So let's do that properly. And I have, let's do the yellow, because I know I gotta work on it tomorrow. So I already prepped the icing, and you'll have the video here, so you'll find it. I'm going to mix my icing. Now, rule number one, I could tell you to go to the store and buy 14 different tools or go around the house, find this, find it. No, it's very simple. You're going to take your bag, roll it down over your hand so that the bag reaches the tip of your tip. the tip of your tip. And you're going to open it up like so, okay? Because the number one thing is that your icing stays on the tip, not toward the top. You want to keep this part of the bag as clean as you possibly can. Now we're going to take our icing. You want the back of the spatula clean, okay? And you are going to take that, lean it against the bag, and push as far down as you can. Take your thumb, push the icing down, and open the bag back up. Ready to load again. You see how this part of the bag stays clean, and that's what we want. Now, another little trick, do not overfill the bag. Oh, I have a lot of flowers to do. Let me just overfill it. No, don't do that for two reasons. The heat from your hand will change the consistency of the icing, and that's definitely not good. But also, if you have too much icing, you have to squeeze from up here. Therefore, you don't have control of what's happening down here. So the trick is always to keep a little bit that you can handle in the palm of your hand so that you control what's happening on the tip. You also see the air pockets. We want to get rid of those. So you want to push your icing down like so, because those air pockets will come out once you start working. And if you're making a pretty border, that's not pretty, okay? Because it will disrupt your work. Once you fill your bag, you get rid of the air pockets and you work on all of that. Then you see how this is clean. So I can keep refilling my bag and not waste time on changing it all and waste money for the bags, okay? You push it down, and then what you're going to do is you're going to give it a good twist, because remember, the icing needs to come out of the tip, not the top. The tip, not the top. If you squeeze with whatever pressure you need for your design and the icing goes up, it will not come from here. Now again, I could tell you to go and buy yourself all these little tchotchkes to close this thing. Friends, I'm telling you, this is the best way that you can control your icing. You can untwist it, push your icing down, retwist it, and keep working. If you have this elastic on, every time you do 5, 6, 7 flowers, you're going to have to open it up, push the icing down, and do all of that work. And I prefer not to. So I just want to put the bigger tip on here. You see how easy it is to change the tips, right? Okay. And once you're ready, then you have control over the icing, and you can start your designs, and you have full control of what's going on with your icing. Okay, so make sure you follow me for more tips on basic of cake decorating. Bye.